Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a quick video on how to create custom masks based on your face sets. And I don't think heard anyone really talk about it, but it's a really powerful tool using face sets. So if you kind of were putting off learning face sets, this could be another reason to learn it. So we have this character and it has a bunch of face sets. So you can easily hide and show your face sets with this button and how visible it is. A lot of times I have it off, but you could for this test we'll have it on just so you can see what's happening. And so the hotkey is, if you press Shift A, this is what it does by default. Wherever you had it hovering over, it'll create this radial mask, which is great for overall use. You can kind of slowly build it out and get that mask there. You could always undo it too if you right click, but it'll kind of, based on where you have your cursor, it'll radiate up from there, which is great. But in our case, if you press Control, it'll fill the face set that you're hovering over. So you could do Shift A, drag it out, Control, holding Control, and I want to have this arm. And now I click to confirm it. If you Shift A, Control, drag, and don't click, it'll go back to radial mode. But I click Control again, back to face set mode. So this is really powerful. So if you really wanted to work on this arm, for example, and I want to work on this bend, I could just do Shift A, Control, click, and now we have this masked off, and we can go back in here and really clean this up. We can also press A, and we could grow the mask. So maybe we want more of a edge there, so that I could flip it, smooth it, all that stuff. And you can also press Shift Alt Z to hide your overlays. So it hides the face sets and the mask. So maybe you're working on this, but you don't want to get rid of this mask yet, but it's kind of bothersome, or it's hard to see what's happening. So you could press Shift Alt Z, hide everything, so you can kind of see your model without the colors and the masks. And the other thing is you can use these gizmo tools to move it and rotate it. So automatically it's finding the point where the mask stops, and that's great for us because we could easily work there. Just to show you it updating live, we can go back to here. You could just, I cleared the mask again, and then I do Shift A, Control, it's just the hand, and it updates it right here. So we could adjust the, I'm flipping the mask there, and then we can adjust the hand. You can also scale it, make it bigger, and let's try rotating it again. And then let's go back to the grab brush, and maybe we can kind of smooth this out. We can also press A, smooth mask, and inflate it a little. And then grab brush again, just kind of cleaning that up a little bit. We could press Control A, we could press Shift Z, oopsie, Shift Z Alt, and then that we could hide our face sets to see what's happening there. But this is a very powerful way to mask very quickly. An alternative way, which I was doing before, which was to hide, press H, hide the pieces, mask it, unhide it, and that technically works, but it's probably many more steps, so it's not very efficient. Versus this way, you just press Shift A, Control, and then I'm just dragging over where I want my additional face sets to be. Click, and you can see all of those have been added. And then I want maybe some of the neck in there, so I press Control Shift right click, and I'm masking that into it. Pressing A, smoothing the mask, and we have our neck arc in there. I got the grab brush, and maybe I'm going to clean that up a little, smooth. And then again, we can go to the gizmo, rotate gizmo. Let's split the mask, and we could rotate this way. We can also transpose it like this. Like that. Okay, so this is the second part of the video. Really quick, I wanted to show you how you can make face sets. So these are face sets already, but you can go to edit mode. I'm going to select the face of the tip of the finger, and I'm going to grow my selection. And the goal is just to fill the hand right now. So the whole hand is filled. Then I'm going to go back, so it's like up here, right there. So I want this to be my face set. So we're in edit mode right now. Let's switch back to sculpt mode. We're in sculpt mode right now. And you go to face sets, and then face sets from edit mode. So that's what we had in edit mode. So now it made this new one. So that's one way. The other way is, like, let's say we wanted to create these two faces to be their own face set. Edit mode. Let's select this edge, and let's create a seam. And then now, if I hover over this area, press L, and I tell it to select by seam, you can see that it's only selecting this inner part. Pressing L. So this now whole area is going to be where I want my face set. Go back to sculpt mode, face sets from edit mode, selection. You can also put this to your quick favorites. I did that. And there you go. That's how you make two ways of making face sets.